Hey, get back.
No way, Jose.
H.O.G Podcast. What it do, man? It's your girl, Lil Chad. Yay.
Hey, 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 get back.
No way, Jose.
Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, 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 it's black, 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 yeah. Discrimination and hating got push through all that. Big dog, CEO.
So me the $1,000 worth of work. That mean them feet was busted.
That was our women raped and then called hoes. How I'm done, my ancestor taught you how to read. Not to mention all the resources we created. Why they didn't want to see black families together? Would it be too strong with two parents at home? Young nigga better listen to this pimpin'. Don't you ever let the police get you slippin'. Fuck playing with guns, educate yourself. Now lead your son. You gon' treat your lady right if you respect your mom. Otherwise treat the opposition how it comes. You're only a slave if you think you're one, nigga, yeah. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, 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 it's black, black, cheddar. A king from the south. I had a dream like Martin, I hope I live it out. Black on black crime, it's a new time. It ain't just the opposite, I gotta watch mine. They smile in your face. Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the H.O.G Podcast show, man. Y'all know what we do. We keep it real, we keep it raw, and we talk about what matters. Tonight, we talking wealth, business, and finance, and black culture. I'm your host, man. Cheddar.
Financial in the building, man. What's happening?
Yes, sir. It's three things we do before we get into content, man. Let's keep it prayed up, papered up.
Hold up, man.
Let's get it. Ooh, topic at hand tonight, man. Yeah. It's a good one. Wealth, business, and finance and black culture, man. Not just about the money neither, but what we do with money and what we taught to do. And then what's the things we need to change about what we was taught. You feel what I'm saying? Being honest, we know how to hustle, we know how to grind, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But the real question is, though, do we know how to manage and, you know, make our money make money for us, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into it on many levels tonight. Shout out to all the hogs and the hog gets this tapping in. Share, like, you know what I'm saying? Get the content out there. Send up some stars. Send us some stars if you like, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. Also, let me put the ticker up. We got a ticker where y'all can donate to the brand or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. That's in the description down there below, you know what I'm saying? What the night like for you out there? You said it's 90 degrees out there, so that barbecue weather out there in Kansas, huh?
It was, bro. It's pretty down now.
So it went up.
Hot.
Right, they knocked it all the way down. So, man, before we dive into this topic, you know, I feel like we can't never dive into a conversation like this if we don't go to the foundation of what got us, you know, what we were as a culture at one point in time, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that always go back into the rabbit hole, to the bag of, you know, the slave things and Black Wall Street and all those different type of things. So what do you feel about where it started at, like us having an equal playing field that we didn't have? Touching on them four things, like slavery, segregation, redlining, or the Black Wall Street being destroyed.
Well, to be brief about it,
in my opinion, Black Wall Street is what it looked like when they didn't bother, when they wasn't trying to help us, when we didn't need their help. Because it's like we talked about, like we take Africa, any other the plentiful resource countries in Africa, right? And we say, okay, well, we're gonna come in this country and we're gonna build infrastructure to take this resource and turn this resource into something valuable. But we're gonna charge y'all to take it from y'all, and we also gonna charge y'all for the material. So y'all owe us money.
Say already.
And if you don't follow what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying in a nutshell. When they get involved, what their help looks like is Dixie Home, Foot Home, Robert Taylor Home, Cabrini Green, welfare, Section 8, underfunded school, under-resourced school. This is what their help looks like for us. For when you got this skin color, that's what they help look like. They help is to lead you down a path that keeps them profiting from your failure. So Black Wall Street is one of the examples in history that we have that we can always use as a linchpin to say, hey, this is what it looks like without the fucking white machine involved in our shit.
Right. So they kind of explain like why when people ask, you know what I'm saying, why is there a wealth gap in the black culture, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, we can always reference that, you know what I'm saying?
The gap has been created
by the people.
Created in the what was that? The 40s, the 30s? Because you gotta understand, right? Like if Black Wall Street was able to still exist now, there would be no wealth gap. And if there was a wealth gap, it would be very small.
Yeah, for sure.
There would be an equal playing field, right? Yeah. You understand that, right? That's what they don't want. Because when you have an equal playing field, then and everything is up for grabs, who do you think is gonna get more?
Yeah.
We've been conditioned to struggle, to hustle, to grind, to learn, to adapt. How can you defeat us if you don't unequal the playing field?
Yeah. The survival too, but a lot of people don't understand it though. It's a whole lot around just the thought of it that, you know, they ain't just take the freedom from us. They took opportunity, they took ownership and generational wealth with taking that area out like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they took our will to thrive.
Yeah,
because you gotta understand what it looked like, bro. Like, and that's my man Ashton looking in the comments. He from Mississippi. He said, bro, it was before the 30s. Rosewood, I think, was in the 1920s. And he's exactly correct.
Yeah, that's 20s and the 21st. You know, all of them was happening back to back.
They took our will to thrive. That's what you do. That's what you do when you burn whole towns, when you flood whole towns. You create this mental block. People are afraid to try to do it again. That's why Black Wall Street was destroyed how it was destroyed. That's why those corners how they treated how they got treated. Because they didn't want them to do it again.
Yeah. Nigga, what's up with it, brother? He coming here just hopping in the conversation, talking about,
Oh, shit.
Welcome to the panel, man.
Man.
CEO.Gatti in the building, people. Y'all know what time it is, man.
They do.
Yeah, you know, we just talking wealth, business, and finances in the black culture. You know what I'm saying? We just kicked off on the first little segment of it, so you ain't too far from behind. We just talked about, like, if we gonna have this conversation, we got to start from where the foundation started. You know, going back into the slavery, the segregation, the redlining, Black Wall Street destroyed, that type of stuff that created generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Was like basically destroyed from us, you know what I'm saying? And it's put us in a place to where we already got a lopsided advantage when it coming into the game, but we still been making it though. We still been pushing through it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a big deal. You know,
it is a very big one.
They did a lot of that in Memphis, and that's why and that's why what used to be Dixie homes, motherfuckers can't afford to live in no more.
Yeah. So explain redlining for the people that don't understand it, you know what I'm saying, that may be tapping in.
From my understanding of redlining, basically what it is they taking, and what they doing is they rezoning an area, and it's the beginning of gentrification because they create these areas, and then what they do is they demolish it because, you know, it's maybe a housing project there, or, you know, it's a lower income community, but what is close to is something valuable, right? Like the downtown area of the city, because where, you know, Dixie Homes was right there. You could walk to downtown from Dixie Homes.
Prime real estate.
You know what I'm saying? And what they do is they rezone these. They move the people, the businesses, everything out of the area, you know, and develop it. And develop it into something that's unaffordable.
Yeah.
And that's why it's called redlining, because it becomes something that's unaffordable. They take their businesses, their homes, their livelihoods, and because of its proximity, they are able to turn it into something that the people who are from there can no longer afford.
That's what they doing right now in the state of Minnesota, like closer to the city, like going like 35 north, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, reconstructing a lot of things and pushing people basically out to the suburbs, like you said, till they want to rebuild that area again and then push you out further. They're gonna keep doing it. So that's a good point right there, though. But so in all honesty, though, like just keeping it real, you know, it's a lot of stuff that we had that we don't appreciate when it comes to, like, you know, the battles that the ancestors and stuff fought to even get us certain rights to be able to do what we are allowed to do today. So let's keep it real. Like what we doing now with what we do like we do have, you know what I'm saying? The opportunity that we have is a bit different than what they had, but what we doing with it, or what do we need to do with it?
We doing exactly what they conditioned us to do, not know it exists. That's conditioning, bro. I'm not giving anybody that is black an excuse when I'm saying what I'm saying right now. What I'm saying is what?
What's up with you, Rick?
Oh, what up, Ricky? What I'm saying is, when you experience trauma, trying to thrive, and that is what you experience at every turn in which you're trying to thrive, creates a mental block. You go from seeking opportunities to just trying to figure out how to live, trying to figure out how to survive. When you're trying to survive, you're not thinking about assets. You're not thinking about liabilities. You're not thinking about investments.
And that's what we're trying to talk about.
You're not thinking about life insurance. You're not thinking about generational wealth and how life insurance is pillar one of building generational wealth for a family. You're not thinking about those things because that's not what people that are trying to survive think about.
Man, real talk.
People
I got to
who-
put
people
I got to
who-
put that
oh,
put that topic like in the ticker for me if you can. So I can show that Johnny better before people want to be asking. Yeah, that's a good point though, Lee. Real talk. You ain't in that mindset. You focus on a whole different level when you're trying to survive.
yeah.
That's what.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, but
It's
we got.
paycheck to paycheck. Fuck
But,
my credit. Shit. I'm
yeah,
trying to make sure these kids eat and keep these lights on.
yeah, but how we get through that though is management too. Like a lot of things. Like a lot of people like be like, well, shit, I don't get enough money to do this, so I'm overcrowded with bills. When honestly, it leads back to the way that we spend and the way that we manage money. You know what I'm saying? Like I can even say that for myself. Sometimes I get in situations where I just spend money carelessly, but it might not be on nothing totally bad. It might be food or something like that. But why you just buy a meal that costs $20 when you got food at the house and you got a whole family that can eat at the same time? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's
tear my ass up.
that money temporary, and a lot of us don't understand that. Like the difference between money and wealth, like what we trying to get to as a culture. The money is temporary. The wealth is like lasting, growing, and you can pass it down to generations. As what would have happened if the Black Wall Street thing didn't get destroyed and stuff like that? That would have been a setup for Black people to be able to, it's a headquarters, man. Hey, you trying to do right? Come here.
You know what I'm saying? Many would exist. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? They
keep
went
going
overkill on one. They went overkill on one, so that any other ones that popped up after the fact. The local folks did the same thing. So they just kept us. They just, it was, and I promise you, bro, that stock market is people don't even understand how powerful, how valuable that stock market is.
Yeah.
That stock market is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think American economy is the only economy suffering right now? No, man. Y'all know how many economy success is tied to the United States of America's economy being successful.
But you got to think about it, right, Lee? Not that it's just to change like directions a little bit on it, but like you got to think about like the things that we do when we celebrate having money in our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Opposed to what other cultures do. Like for one, stocks, and mainly because of the fear of a lot of us don't understand it. A lot of us don't trust. We got Black people that we just don't. It ain't about you being white or Black. Like we just don't even trust our own folk. We think, man, a person might be trying to put you in a $1 million situation, but the fear of you getting played or being played prior to this can make you like hesitant on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's survival. You ain't willing to take no risks.
So how do you feel like that right there? Like we celebrate spending our money. Like when you look at a person that got money, you might look at jewelry or nice clothes or cars, designer clothes, flashy lifestyle, vacations here. You know what I'm saying? Vacations there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't celebrate ownership or investments or assets for real.
Don't.
And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes
ownership and assets and investments. That's the gap. That is the gap. We don't understand it. We don't understand its value. We don't have the aptitude to even turn our mindset into something that could fathom ownership or investment or assets. When at the end of the day, your assets are the things you need to focus on. You need to have things that hold value. That's what an asset is. An asset ain't a fucking car.
Nah. Shit, they can be as simple as a talent. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I tell you what, a house is an asset.
Yeah.
One you own, one you got a mortgage on. That's an asset.
Yeah. And then, man, even that, we've not been taught, and it's a lot of things that make Black people, our culture, fearful off that. We don't want to buy.
Policy.
Yeah, that too.
That's an asset.
Yep.
Yes,
but we don't want to own homes because we scared of the pipes busting and the cost being on us, or you know what I'm saying, that from what you've been told not knowing that there's resources for everything, even when you buy homes, like they got resources and stuff like that, you know.
When you are a mortgage holder, you can fix that shit yourself. You just gotta do the learning it takes and do it right.
Exactly. But the fear of that, though, you know what I'm saying? Fear of messing up, fear of like, I don't know what to do, or this or that, you know, or doubt or hesitation, or, you know, lack of motivation, just a lot of it that come with it, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, as a culture, we have mastered. I can't say we ain't mastered making money, because we know how to make money, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, what do we do to keep money, and how do we do, what do we do to make our money make money for us? You know what I'm saying? With our own ownership, though, not having to like the clip I was telling you about, where it was like, man, like it don't matter how smart of a black person you is, you always gonna have to involve a person that really don't care for you like that. You know what I'm saying? They just care about the opportunity of the money they can make off you. So it's like, if you don't, you can be great all you want to as far as your culture and stuff like that, but if you want to get in this realm of things and this lifestyle, then you have to, you have to submit to the way that we doing things here. We got a comment too.
That's because a lot of our parents didn't own anything, so they can't teach it. They just knew work and pay the rent. Yep.
Right, facts.
But
and what he said? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We have to own and teach. We have to own and teach our kids.
Yeah, and that's part of a point of like the bulletin on like, what are we doing now? You know what I'm saying? With what we get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of us weren't born with silver spoons and stuff like that, and that's because our parents didn't know and stuff like that. But that don't mean we can't have though. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that the next generations can't have. You feel what I'm saying? We got a movement to keep pushing too. You feel what I'm saying? Like when it comes to this trying to get to that level of the successful, you know, black culture thing again with the Black Wall Streets, and man, what do your dollar mean in your community? How long does a dollar stay in the black community? We go and spend our money outside of our communities every day, all the time. You know what I'm saying? Right.
But can you blame the masses?
Look, when we trying to get what we trying to get, I can, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand that there's experiences that come with messing with your people. You know what I'm saying?
So to that, I'll say this then. Let me ask this question. Where are we trying to get?
We trying to get there. We trying to get back to Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? So guess what though? You're gonna have to bite. So in it, you're gonna have to bite the bullet on it sometimes.
Damn right.
Sometimes you're gonna have to go to the black you know, whatever store it is and receive the service that they give you. That don't mean that, you know, that they totally bad. It's just something they need to improve in. You know what I'm saying? Like we go to McDonald's and get the wrong condiments and sauces and shit like that and go back. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So just because your people like they made you wait too long or they want their
damn donkey.
You know what I'm saying? But you gonna
y'all
go back
behind them folks counting and shit.
Yeah, but you gonna go back. I'm telling you.
They give y'all fresh nuggets, cold nuggets, stale nuggets. Yeah, they still go back to them nuggets.
Man, for real.
And then you go that fingers crossed every time. Fingers crossed.
How much of that y'all learned in school though? Do y'all feel like that it could have? Do y'all feel like it could have been more of that? Like when we was growing up in school, like more of like
there should be
those type of classes, like finance classes, different things like that. Because it was.
It should be.
But it was though. I'm just saying.
I think we had it, and it just wasn't something
effective.
Wasn't something I was interested in.
Yeah. I get it. Some people don't, you know. I mean, people like what they like.
So they would have to treat it like wood shop or do this or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And then it can always lead to the person that's teaching it too, though. Because I remember it was some lady that taught that class, Miss LaFonda or something like that.
Auto mechanics, and I hated that class. Yeah,
she was one of them farm ladies with long hair down like to almost to her ankle, and she had like a monotone voice, so it wasn't really
taught your ass how to save some money though. Bro.
Oh yeah, of course. And that's what we need to do. Like, man, every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like careless spending, like, you know, man, that shit can lead to anything. Like, that could be you buying too much alcohol. Like I said, food.
Though, like we gotta go in the direction, and I hear what you're saying, but we gotta start this shit from square one. Like we gotta get some institutions together where we teaching basic shit, the basic etiquette when it comes to living on your own and having bills and spending money, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta start and then build to building wealth and building generational wealth because we didn't get it, you know, in the opportunity. Like I said, I probably had the opportunity to take a finance class or some shit in high school. I wasn't interested.
Yeah. But
first we gotta get that piece figured out and start teaching it at the low level and then build to the level where now we can talk about generation.
Yeah, but you weren't interested in it. We ain't interested in a lot of shit that we don't know that can benefit us until we interested. I mean, until it's brought to us, you know what I'm saying? You weren't interested in it because like you didn't know how it could help you in the long run. So you right about that, you know what I'm saying? Seminars and stuff like that. I feel like that's something for like, especially that's a good point for the youth, the young adults, the people that's becoming young men and women now, like 18 to 25, you know what I'm saying? Getting them prepared mentally on how to, like you said, do certain different things, you know, pay mortgages, how to go put money into savings and transfer and start different accounts and trusts and stuff like that. It's still a lot that I'm learning with that, but you know, we have people in place too, though. I know realtors and like people that's in the finance businesses and stuff like that, and mutual fundings and all of that. It's just a lot. And like I said, with our culture, like we got a problem with trust. You know what I'm saying? A lot. We don't trust a lot. So sometimes that's what stagnates us.
That's like the number one. That's like the number one deterrent right there. You don't trust
at all. You see what I'm saying?
So like. You don't have a reason to trust each other, honestly. So, like, yeah, that's another conversation.
Like, but hey, let's keep it honest though. Like being honest, like a lot of us weren't taught about money growing up. You know what I'm saying? No one really sat you down and explained credit, investing, taxes, ownership, and stuff like that. We taught how to survive, but not how to build. You know what I'm saying? Not how to build. You know what I'm saying? We taught not how to survive, but not how to build. So, what y'all think about who really taught you about money? I mean, think about it, like who really taught you about money, like besides like on how to use it, like, you know, go to the store and buy stuff like that, but who really taught you about investing, like how money can make money for you and stuff like that in our era?
My job. My job, the army.
What about you, Gatti?
Yeah, I think first time to join the military, we had mandatory financial class.
But do you think that's a bit late though? Because I mean, we do 12 years in school, you know what I'm saying?
For me, it was right on time because I would say I had more financial independence. So she had to go somewhere. They understood deeper than me. Like, oh, you might need to manage this. This need to go here. You can put some of this there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They told us how to have professional sock money. I don't know which screen.
Yeah, man. So that was up, man. We're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna come back and pick up on these segments, man. You tapped into the H.O.G Podcast show. We talking wealth, business, and finances and Black culture. We'll be right back. Y'all keep it locked.
I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed. I speak to the young and I speak to the youth. If it's not me, then I know it's not you. cause I know I can't lose. I'm praying up, so I figure my moves. I'm planning out lessons, I'm taking a quest. It's me versus me, don't know who the best. These words hitting hard, the center is chest. The crown is heavy for whoever is best. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed.
Walking up slow, but I'm standing on business. A king with the crown, my queen be the witness. Mentally tough, you can't play with my fitness. I value my family, that be the richest. Hop out the whip and I'm blessed. Yes, I cannot deal with the mess. Stress, problems we get off our chest. Yes, God, he gon' carry the load. I'm blessed. Look to the cloud for my energy. Pray my unfeel for my enemies. I hope that you peepin' the synergy. I be a king till they preachin' my eulogy. How can I lose when I'm royalty? Bridges I'm burning, they can't with no loyalty. Give me my flowers and feed me my grapes. I'm due for some women this morning.
I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain, thank God for making me next. I'm blessed.
Yeah. Come on, man, you already know what the fuck it is, man. H.O.G the brand. I'm like, fuck they saying. Cheddar. Ayy, nobody coming close, I move just like a ghost. Almost wintertime. Should I hit them with the project or continue making moves? Let the spectators watch it. Can't overlook this shit, bitch. My grind too obvious. Spontaneous trips, landing on islands. Graduated, no more public housing. Bought a home, the young niggas clowning. Assets don't lead to a bridge. You better stack up your money and invest in some shit. Entertainer like MC Hammer. Yeah, and welcome back to the H.O.G Podcast show. Y'all already know what it is. We talking wealth, business, and finances in the black culture tonight. After the break, y'all know what we do. We go right into birthday shots out. Happy birthday to Caleb Graves. You know what I'm saying? His birthday was last week. My sister Natasha Graves' birthday will be coming up on March the 23rd. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. Any birthday shots out, y'all can put them in the comments. We'll shout them out throughout the episode. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got anybody, fella?
Nah.
All right. We're going to keep that thing moving then. We're going to hop right back into Loretta. Happy birthday, Loretta. You know what I'm saying? Where she at out there in Kansas?
Yeah.
All right, shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? Back into this, wealth, business, and finances, though, you know what I'm saying? So ownership is power, right? So let's get into some things. Like if you don't own it, you help and build it, right? If you don't own it, you help and build it for somebody. So let's talk jobs versus ownership. You know what I'm saying? Like what encouragement we give to the young person that's coming up, you know what I mean? Might don't really see out of our jobs. They don't like jobs, but they get a hustle or they get like an ability that they can probably use to not even work jobs. What type of encouragement do we give them to pick that ownership over their job? You got it?
Wait, what's going on?
You ain't hear it?
I put it in the group. Look in the group. So what we holding?
You said y'all ain't heard?
And hear what?
I said ownership. Like, so we're talking like jobs versus ownership. Like, how do you encourage a young man or a woman to choose their ownership over their job, especially when they get, you know, when they get abilities that they can probably not even work the job and you know, come up like that.
You check the group, Cho?
Yeah. Okay. So who is the person? Lead it off, Lee.
So unfortunately, this weekend, man, had Kansas area from the community. We lost Mrs. Sandra Mercer-Kowski. She passed away after suffering a medical, critical medical event. She was a good friend of my wife, a good friend to the Zoom community out here in Manhattan, Kansas. We're going to take a long aside.
You hear me good?
Our prayers and condolences to her family.
You hear Lee good?
All right.
Yeah, I heard him, but you gotta speak. Cut your mic up a little bit or bring it towards you, Lee.
Yeah, it was low. I was trying to listen.
Said enough.
Yeah. I think you got it, but yeah, may she rest in peace. Yeah, and prayers out for her family and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like just bouncing back into that conversation, like what we was, going through the phases.
Encouraging them to choose ownership over career.
Yeah, jobs, and like I said, it might be levels that you encourage them to do so too, because we do know that jobs are stepping stools for people that want to be in the entrepreneurial world.
Yeah.
We not saying that you ain't got to work a job or like, what I'm saying, but just get them encouragement on if they do have a grind. They may be selling spicy bowls. How do you encourage them to invest in it fully and don't rely on the job?
I mean, honestly, man, when you encourage an entrepreneurship, it's all about identifying the problem and your business being the solution. So, I mean, to encourage somebody who has a career in that aspect, I would say it's really about listening to what they say and how they talk, and encouraging them to be a solution seeker, because that's what a good successful business is based on, having a solution to a problem that everybody is gonna buy.
That dog being. What you feel about intellectual property, Lee?
I feel like it's misunderstood. I feel like it's a lot of conversations that need to be had around intellectual property.
So what's a soft base on it, being that you into finances? Like, what's a soft base on it?
So intellectual property in my world is strategy. Because in the finance world, you are looking for the perfect strategy to invest and get the most return on investment. And the strategies that people develop, if they don't hold them close to the glove, that strategy can get out, and then you got everybody else using your strategy, and what you just lose, you just lost a customer base, because now everybody got your strategy and they want to deal with who they like versus dealing with you.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? That's to piggyback off that. I think that's kind of the same thing with ownership and like property. You know what I'm saying? Like real estate or homes or whatever like that. One thing about it, with getting into home ownership and stuff like that, you can get deep in the hole, but at the same time, you get something that's valued to get you out the hole too. You know what I'm saying? Like I can use the equity or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You get owning a crib, you can get yourself out of debt. You know what I'm saying? Because all you got to do is just let that equity build up, and then you sell it. Yeah, it's just like the stock gain and stuff like that too, though. So that's a good point. I don't want my kids to to work a job their whole life and still have nothing to pass down to their generation. Like myself too, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be like, hey man, I worked, and then after I retired, my life ended or nothing like that. Now I want to be able to lead something and be like, all right, y'all set up. I gave you a stepping stool to do better than what I had the opportunity to do. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of my main goals as a father, as a parent, entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, business person, whatever.
I mean, I'm just gonna give them a couple. I'm gonna give them a couple tools to put the toolbox, and that's gonna be about it, because the most important tools is knowledge.
It is
the knowledge to take it and go apply it. and fail and figure out how to be successful. Those are the most important tools.
Man, what? That's a big part of the topic we talking about tonight too. Like having to go through them failures to become like them top tier companies. You know what I'm saying? Like think about what like the people like Master P them and people that really dove into they craft. You know the things that they sacrificed to.
One of the top examples. That dude, he probably made $1 million out the trunk.
Keep going.
You understand what I'm saying? Like selling the tapes and the CDs until he sold his way into No Limit Records, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
If that ain't a lesson in perseverance and consistency and believing in the product you got, I don't know. I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
That man literally it was his grind, his work, his sweat, his tears, and what you see next. Now his brother got her. Now his cousin got her. Now his Ace Boom Coon got a position. He put everybody on. So when you seen the verses, bro, down there, everybody that was still alive that could come up there and represent No Limit was on that stage with No Limit, bro.
Yeah. And that's based on the entrepreneurship in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like P took one of his things that he made a considered a side hustle and turned that into a corporate grind. You know what I'm saying? And he got creative with the I Got the Hookup movie series that he did. He popped the trunk. He learned how to get this many units. I don't give a damn if I get 10,000 units and I sell them for $1 a CD. I'm collecting that whole 10, but I ain't spent but like 3,500 for them. So he had a different way, and like I said, that's something that we naturally have. Like you see natural hustles every day in the Black community. It might be a person selling freeze cups. It might be a person doing finger waves or cleaning shoes, but we get that. Like we it's like
they
we
might
built
be selling.
You said they might be selling something else. Hey, whatever you gotta do, man.
Selling tenders.
We ain't gonna go to the lowest first, though. You know what I'm saying? But here's the shift, though, from a hustler to a business owner, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what P did. Like, you know, you took it from like I said,
what's the difference?
He got a hustler to a business owner.
What's the difference?
I mean, you still hustling, right?
What the difference is?
You still hustling, right? I don't know. I can't really. I'm just. I don't know what's the big difference of it is.
Man, there is no difference. I don't think there's a difference. I just think there's a difference in opinion.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, it is, because you can think about like structure, the way you brand. You know what I'm saying? It's differences when it comes to like, you know, your hustle and then incorporating it into your business, you know, because your hustle, you're going to take some shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might not have certain insurances you need to have.
Take shortcuts. Come on, man. Stop.
Yeah, I get it. But the quality of your things, you know how some people treat Black businesses that's coming off the ground, that's trying to get started. Okay. You got some people that's willing to take that chance to be like, oh, okay, he did this person car. Okay, right. He didn't burn the paint. Okay, I'll take a chance on him just because Tom said. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be different things that you have access to when you get to that different level of your like a real business. The hustle is just like, yeah, the grind, the everything that the vision and everything that you put into trying to get to that level to where you can treat it as a corporate. I feel like structure, branding, and everything gonna be different when you.
So what we saying is the difference between a businessman and a hustler is that the businessman has a network.
He has a what?
A network.
On paper, in a sense, yeah.
No, not on paper. In reality, that's what you just said. Because you just said structure. The structure is built by having a network. Businessmen are only as successful as the network they have.
Scaling and everything come with that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Your scaling and everything different once you looking at it like a business. Your hustle, like I said, it's temporary.
A hustler works in the business, right? And a businessman works on the business. We didn't have this conversation before, just not on the podcast. Yeah, a hustler works in the business. A businessman works on the business. The difference is when you're working on the business, that's when the scaling comes in. That's when the enacting the network comes in, so that you can reach places that you couldn't reach yesterday. When you're focused
but
on
ain't that the purpose though?
Globalization.
Hold on. When you're working in the business, then you doing what the business does. That's not gonna grow the business. So that's the difference. A businessman works on his business. A hustler works in his business. A hustler's business stays as big as it is. A businessman business grows because he went into it with the mindset to grow.
Hustlers make money, business build wealth. Period. That's the whole thing. Hustlers make the money, but business and like a hustler can be that person that turn into that businessman because of the structuring, the scaling, the different things like that. As Master P did, you know what I'm saying? You got to take what you good at it and become an expert at it. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to, you know.
30 seconds ago. Oh damn.
And then you get it on repeated though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, credit being the hidden key though. Like what would y'all got to say about that? Like just that those couple words like that. Credit being the hidden key. What y'all feel about it?
Do you know how successful you could be in a small business with good credit, just being able to go into situations and get lines of credit that your business is gonna support and pay back, and you gonna profit? Yeah, man. Yes. Having good credit is key.
So, do you think the people that think credit is bad don't see it as a tool?
Of course, they can't see it as a tool. They think it's bad.
You know why? Because they can't manage credit.
Yeah, facts. I ain't gonna lie, because
credit is hard to manage. Don't get it twisted. But like, there's things that you can do to like always keep you above water.
Yeah, and it's not so hard to get your credit back right too. Once you understand the things you need to do to get your credit right, because when buying this home, bro, like nigga, we get our credit like straight in like 6 months to a year. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then when we got into the home, we got credit cards and did different things and wanted to buy furniture and yard furniture. So I think understanding the fact that you don't need to go over 30% of any credit card or anything that you get, and if you're doing it, pay it right back. If people understood that, I think we'll benefit more from the credit. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna lie, that frustrated me a lot, but I done paid off some and getting back to a good space. You know what I'm saying? It's all a experience, you know. But credit,
hit the nail on the head when you said anybody that don't think that don't see the value in good credit, having credit, don't understand. You just don't understand. Yeah, you don't understand. You don't understand the existence of that tool. You don't understand the propensity of that tool, because it's endless. I promise you.
Yeah.
I could run the whole barbecue business with lines of credit and be paying them shits back and make amazing money, because y'all already know BornBeast barbecue like that.
And this like for the box truck owners when they have multiple trucks.
Them too.
Right.
Lines of credit for gas, lines of credit for maintenance. Yeah.
Well, even for purchasing other vehicles, because the demand is so high, instead of using cash, use credit to get the vehicle and still pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the benefit of credit is in business. I can keep scaling up as long as my income matches. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I don't even want to say that shit. But yes, there's a certain business out there that is good for the community. It's a vehicle business. But yeah, I lost the whole thought.
Yeah. But either way it go, you know, like he off swagger tonight.
I'm
Hey,
on 10.
Man, but credit do build leverage in a lot of different ways. And when we become to understand that, then you know it's still like if you misuse anything, you get be in a bad space. So just understand that your shit can go from an 800 to a 280 real quick if you're doing the wrong things and stuff like that and not, you know, paying attention to things. And I know, like I said, speaking from a personal thing to where like, I went through that with the little credit cards and then paid some of them off and, you know, feel good. But I don't want my kids to have to go through that. If you get credit cards, them just to look cute in your book fold or your wallet or something. If you really, really need it, you use it, but you pay it right back. You know what I'm saying? And you don't use don't use more than 15%. I ain't even trying to get you close to 30. You know what I'm saying? Because they not teaching you in school like about that. Like we said, we did have those classes like finance classes back in the day, but like the debt and then the person that was teaching the class is also can make that effective or not effective. So
shit good.
So credit, we can talk a million things on how it can create opportunities and stuff like that. Like Lee just said, I think we put that in a nutshell. You can go in there and get different stuff on your line when you got a business and you handling your stuff the right way and paying things on time and stuff like that. So cash buy things, credit build empires. We can move on to the next joint. I think we kind of touched on this a little bit too, though. Like briefly, but like segment 7 will be real estate and legacy. Like, let's talk about one of the biggest wealth builders, real estate, renting. You're paying someone else's mortgage, basically, right?
Yeah.
Owning, you building equity, ownership, and legacy. You know what I'm saying? Which means like, yeah, you establishing something that you can pass down to generations or to your kids or to their kids' kids. You know what I'm saying? So understanding it and what comes with it is a whole lot of stuff that makes us fearful of just saying that, man, if you paying $1,300 a month for an apartment, bro, like real talk, you should be looking into getting a mortgage, like real talk, like for real. 1,500 any of that shit, like you should be looking into like getting a mortgage because it's different benefits that's gonna come with you doing it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, to each his own in their own situation. Everybody know what they need to do, but for as like cultural wise, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, we need to understand that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a lot of stuff that you got to understand about buying too before you buy. I'm going through a lot of things with learning stuff after buying, so it's a little bit more difficult. But at the same time, you know, I'm built. I ain't gonna even say no full tough because that's off swagger from where we come from. You know what I'm saying? But I'm built for, you know, the long run, the marathon.
Lee,
Like
what about this credit shit where, let's say I got 30-year mortgage, but the lender can make the payments fluctuate. You know what I mean? Where it be peaking too high, and you be like, I don't need this shit no more.
Right.
What's up with the inflation deflation shit?
That's a fixed or not fixed though, right?
Yeah.
So if it's going up and down, taxes and insurance you can't change. But
you have a variable, you have a fixed, and then you have a fixed variable. And basically what it basically means is when the market goes up or when the market gets bad, then your interest rate, they can adjust your interest rate up. Or you get a good credit mortgage, and when the market, however the market go, the mortgage company take the hit versus, but you got to have good credit for them kind of situations.
Yeah.
But with the 30 with any mortgage, man, like there's those clauses and what they call them covenants.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't have a large enough down payment, you have to have the private mortgage insurance.
Yep.
Until you can pay
what I'm dealing a certain amount.
20% into your mortgage, like that shit is.
Yeah. That's a gift and a curse of it. Like that's something I'm dealing with right now personally on it. You know what I'm saying? And then really understand that in the beginning. And sometimes if you don't ask questions, you don't get answers too, though. You know what I'm saying? But in all honesty, it's still a good balance. You know what I'm saying? It's still like you can learn to fix it, like whatever, you can learn to change that and fix them situations. But at the same time, just understand what you put yourself into, even when trying to fix your credit or go to the next level on home ownership or any of that. Like, understand, really ask your realtor and the people that you're dealing with, like, in-depth questions for real. And if they can't tell you like something straight that you feel that make you feel good, then you don't go ahead with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we talked about property that can be passed down. Like that's a good thing. Like, and going into like generational wealth, because we, like you said, we talked tonight. We've been stuck in survival mode for so long. You know what I'm saying? Paycheck to paycheck, just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? And do good at just trying to make it, just skating by. You know what I'm saying? But wealth over time is built. Man, it's built like to be able to pass down. So I think we need to get caught off in like leaving money opposed to making money, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like set your people up to where they can have some after you gone. You know what I'm saying? Like something they can give them a head start on things that they need to conquer in life. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't come with the silver spoon. A lot of us came like for real from some people that like did nobody own no crib, did nobody go to college. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that you got to do that to be successful, but for the corporate way and how America look at things or how they base it is like, that's the American dream. But we got to get into these life insurance, like life insurance, like it's a lot of different levels of life insurance too. A lot of people don't know it. It's living insurance too.
Mm-hmm.
I got this partner that be into that, and she been trying to get me to get into it hard, and I'm just trying to understand it more too, though, because a lot of stuff saying like game that you don't understand, so that's what sometimes will push us away from want to get or be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? To even get to that next level.
It's called living. It's called annuities.
Yeah, living, but it's like living insurance. Like you can do different things with.
Is what it's called.
You can do different things with this insurance too, though. Like you can benefit off of it while you alive.
Mm-hmm.
Not you don't have to die to benefit from this money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different levels of it and stuff like that. I don't really want to speak on it because I ain't that deep off into it yet, but I'm trying to understand it. And man, she be going hard on it. I'm definitely gonna get myself into it. But like, what y'all think about wills over trust funds? I feel like I'm trying to push more towards the trust fund level in these days now because them wills. Yeah, but I'm telling you, like when it comes to like on this crib, like I'd rather have this in a trust. That way, if something happen, it won't be passed to the judge to where he can make a decision on nothing for that. You know what I'm saying? I need to have the children and grandkids like this in a trust for y'all. That way, it's protected. Yeah. So a lot of us don't understand that, and I'm just.
But your will dictate what's supposed to happen with that trust. That's why you gotta have both.
Yeah, coincide with each other.
No.
So let's get into that leaving money behind and not just making it.
Which one of them not gonna get taxed?
The trust.
Yep, the trust ain't gonna get it's gonna get some type of tax being in America, but it ain't gonna be like it wasn't and shit. It's kind of what would you compare that to them IRAs, Lee? Like them type of accounts to where your money gets taxed a little bit earlier, but it ain't at the percentage that it would if you.
There's different IRAs. You can get a pre-tax or a post-tax IRA. Mm-hmm. No, the trust is just a couple tax shelters available for a trust, but it's still better than not having it. And basically, as long as what's in the trust is in the trust, it's not taxable. It just the ownership of it just transfers from the trust the person who established it to the trustee.
What you finna say, guys?
Is it smarter to leave your kids an account with 100,000 in it, or 100,000 cash?
An account.
Shit, in this day, I don't know. In this day, you ain't no telling what might go wrong. You leave that money in the account. I'm for been a Debo with them kid money, you know what I'm saying?
So when you pass it on,
everything up to $250,000 is covered by the FDIC. No question. Nothing gonna happen to it. $100,000. Now $275,000. You should ought to look on 25,000.
So money, business, and finances and black culture, man. Hey, do y'all feel social media follow up in that under the business? Being that everybody's getting paid and per se, everybody's getting paid off of extorting the culture and doing different stuff to make money and get laughs and troll and stuff like that. So let's dive into that. Let's address that elephant. You know what I'm saying? Like social media, everybody looking rich, cars, trips, jewelry, but what do we see in reality? In reality, what do we see? Debt, struggle, no assets, nothing to back up off
reality. I see a game designed to make broke, low self-esteem, low confidence motherfuckers pay to be what they can't be that they see on the screen.
Got it. What you feel about are we building wealth or are we just building an image when it comes to the social media?
Wealth, because they got coochie coupons. They don't care about the image.
Okay, crazy, man. I knew you were gonna throw it out.
Not even saying nothing to this mind. Not saying nothing to this mind.
Now they something like you said though, some of them it is wealth for some of them, you know what I'm saying, but at the cost that it exposes to the younger generation.
That's a 3-letter word that explain that. It's called war.
Yeah. But yeah, like,
it's wealth.
It's well, but at the cost that it's causing the younger generation to dive into it too. Like it's a lot of people that's real good off the institution.
On your culture, your country. That's light compared to other countries.
Man, look, I just seen this lady today.
Kids and everything, boy, they don't give a fuck, but it's for that wealth, it's for that money.
So
I'm watching the bodies laying on the street. I'm like, couldn't be me, boy.
Man, I seen this girl today pull up in West Memphis.
That's what I'm looking for.
Just pulled up in West Memphis with the van and popped the trunk with the what they call them, the spicy balls, and I'm trying sold out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so social media, it's bringing
and cooked it right there.
No, she had them already packaged up.
Cause I seen this dude with a whole get up in his trunk, and he was cooking out the trunk.
Yeah, she had them already. She had them already posted up. You know what I'm saying?
That man was cooking hood fried rice at the trunk. You heard me?
That shit crazy.
That boy got the onions and the grease at the trunk. That what that boy got in the trunk?
Rice at the trunk.
What that man got in the trunk? A hot plate? hibachi joint.
Rice cooker, the whole
Toast stock grill.
Whole damn. That bad boy had that flat top turn.
Yeah, he had some stuff set up. He might have one of them seats that let down through the trunk, like through the bag, where you can let the seat down and reach in the inside.
He popped the trunk and it was right there. He had the whole setup like he had a food truck.
Whole setup right there.
So look, so with that, I can't even tell. We can't even encourage the kids to stay away from that because social media, if used in the right way, you could definitely become a big entrepreneur off of it, whether it's food, nails, eyelashes. You know, our culture popping on the internet. That's why ain't nobody going to punch the clock no more. You know what I mean? That's why the jobs in the corporate mad because man, ain't nobody trying to man. Folks would rather do DoorDash and stuff where they can have their free time than go in there and punch the clock for 8 to 10 hours or 12 hours. You feel what I'm saying?
Speaking of corporate, did we is it time for us to talk about the state of affairs in the United States of America's economy?
We had talked.
We talked about
OnlyFans.
No. We talked about Red Lobster closing 100 restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Domino's closing 200 restaurants.
You were telling me about that.
Red Robin closing 75 restaurants. Papa John's closing 200 locations. Or actually, no, Papa John's closed, I think, 320 locations.
It sounds like we need to buy some locations.
Sell
it back to them.
Wendy's is closing a couple hundred locations.
Do you know the cities and stuff that they located in?
Right. It's a couple hundred. But like out there, all of them.
What they saying the cows is?
At least one near you.
What they saying the cows is though.
Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Stuff getting tight out of there.
Yeah, listen.
Man, gas $3.55. The gas $3.55 per right now.
For so long, bro. It was only gonna work. It was only gonna work for so long. Them raising prices to cover the cost, the rising cost of getting shit in here because of these damn tariffs. It was, bro. This is the bow breaking.
Hey, so in instance like this, since we talking about this type of like culture of it, like, do you think a black business owner that's successful? I'm talking about. I ain't saying that you're not successful if you're a small business, but a black business owner that's at a higher tier, do you think that they get charged more than a Caucasian that's at a higher tier? Like in today's society, like right now with what's going on?
To try to not sound so biased.
Man, fuck all that. Keep it raw. Keep it raw.
No, because there's just a way to say it.
Keep it raw, man.
They get it how they get it because they have a better network. Period. That they get it better because they have better networks. They have people. They have people that know people that can make shit happen. And how often do we in our community have that or have a network in which we can enact one individual in that network and make multiple things happen on multiple different levels? They have that.
See, so when we had this type of topic, right? When you say, okay, man, we want to stand for black this, and I don't care who look at it from a racial level, because I'm not saying it out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it out of love for what I was raised, the color that I seen when I came out the womb. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for the people that look like me, because I know we always been like denied that chance and that opportunity. So with everything that you say that we need help with, like, you know, I feel like the black culture, we understand that, yeah, we really all need counseling. You know what I'm saying? We really all need mental evaluations on just things that we've been through in life and stuff like that. But how can we actually come to a reality of really fixing what's going on if we so far, we don't understand each other? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, they can do the connects and stuff like that. We still had those same opportunities. We had that when the Black Wall Street was in tech. You know what I'm saying? So in this era nowadays, how will we get back to that mentally first? Because if we can't do it mentally, we ain't gonna never be able to do it physically. It can look like
the first thing to do is recreate the trust.
How do we do that though? How do we?
I mean, hell, bro. All I can say is take a chance. Shit, I ain't looking to operate in no kind of way that's gonna fuck nobody over. You can trust me to do good business, but that's from my mouth to God's ears and the rest of the world. Like,
hey, but that's what I said.
If you don't give me a chance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I said we gotta take chances on each other too. Like you said, McDonald's will give you the wrong order, and you will go back there next week. You know what I'm saying?
Diesel.
Yeah, goddamn hamburger. They found the fucking finger in the motherfucker.
They give you the wrong thing, and you'll go right back 2 days later. So we gotta do it with our businesses too, and with the people that we involved in.
Diesel gas over here is $10.14.
I bet. Regular gas, I told you, it's almost $4 now over here. So,
oh my God, $10 a gallon. Lord have mercy.
It's at $2.26 per liter right now.
Oh my God.
Euro.
My God.
Hey, Gotti, give me an experience of a black-owned business that you done dealt with in the last 30 days in your area.
30 days.
Yeah, 30 days, 60 days, however, have you been to a black establishment, and what was your experience in that establishment?
That food spot y'all went to one black owned?
I have not been to a black establishment. I've been to all the establishments that wasn't us, but it is us. If it makes sense.
Yeah. So you saying this black folks working there, but it ain't on. It's kind of like
not even. I'm saying other people own it, but it looked like we did.
Ah, okay. Ran down.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get these collard greens. Oh, these Turkish people is making collard greens.
What?
Them folks got some glory green. They glory green, some glory greens out the can and put some sardines and shit in it.
Hip hop night. Go to the door. Black people can't get in, but I hear our music.
They not always been able to make the bread. You know what I'm saying? But we get them too. We get them the opportunity to be able to do certain stuff. Did y'all hear about that with the
launch Culture Vulture campaign?
Yeah, like okay, that's a good topic right there because what's his name? Sauce Walker kind of was talking about
he hopped on Johnny Dang,
man, and I was kind of like,
he
got down on Johnny because it's like
about that motherfucking shit. Let's talk about it, Joe.
Because the simple fact is like we got our people out here, and the industry already exposed it a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? That when they in the game and they in the entertainment business, you gonna get people like jewelers coming to you and trying to get you to wear their stuff. They might even be giving you free stuff just to get people, other big rappers, to come and buy and shop with them. And that kind of what that was with him. And with Sauce Walker being from Houston, of course he was going to eventually bump into him or get sponsored by him or whatever. And he got to the point to where he started understanding diamonds and really educating himself on the certificates and how the certificate's supposed to look and what comes with real diamonds opposed to lab-made diamonds and man-made diamonds.
Yeah.
And he was speaking on the GIA certificates and stuff like that, and just said that Johnny was charging our culture, the people that rap Jeezy them and them type of dudes, he was charging them top diamond prices for lab-made diamonds, man-made diamonds, some shit that you can get like the moissanite and the cubic zirconias. He was charging them, real diamond price for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But of course, you need to educate yourself before investing. I feel like jewelry is an investment. That's why I buy only gold. I don't buy, and if I buy diamonds, I gotta make sure that it's right. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna wear it. You know what I'm saying?
This shit weird to me. My brain wired different.
For what?
Who placing value on this shit we can't do nothing with? Why is gold valued so high when it just sit there?
Shit, go and try to trade some gold right now and see what
I
you
mean,
get.
I feel like I know, but I'm talking about
in the air.
What function that bitch got?
What you mean?
What function does it have to be marked as so high of a value? I feel like a fucking chicken egg is more valuable.
Bro, you do know gold is natural though, right? It grow out the ground.
Yeah, I get it, but what the fuck we doing with it?
First of all,
what is it doing?
It grows.
What is it doing?
He said, "All my jewels fake."
Like a chicken creates,
and ain't no wrong with that though. My boy
creates a nice chicken wing, creates eggs, creates shit you can feed cultures with and shit like that.
Hey, Ashton, ain't no wrong with
gold? What is gold actually doing?
Get some gold.
Makes it so high of a value.
Currency is what gold is doing.
Yeah. But you know that's
gold is one of the top investments right now, though, bro.
My thing is, who placed the value on that thing that does nothing?
It does do something
higher than like
it does a lot of things
because it backs currency.
I see. That's what I'm saying.
The value is created by the government.
Yeah, but
whoever has
the function. What's the functionality of it? Like,
you know what I mean?
Somebody chose gold because it was shiny and said, "Oh, this is valuable." And then there was a rock right there which ain't doing shit either. It ain't doing shit just like gold.
It's a top grade mineral,
it ain't doing shit.
It is though.
It's a top grade mineral.
You got animals that recreate food and blah blah blah. The gold ain't did a motherfucking thing.
So why the kings and stuff like they keep a lot of it then back when they go to the Bible days and all that? Gold always that meant something, bro.
Yeah, but it does nothing.
Shit, it bags money and then it brings growth.
I ain't talking about what it bag, and I'm not look at it as it is not a currency. What does it do?
But you can't talk about it in no other way though.
That's what I'm saying. What does it do to be marked as so high of a value? What does it do?
I don't know. I just know that they understand. Hey, I know you can go trade it in and get some money off the way.
So you want to know what gold? You want to know gold's other functions? Gold's other functions other than currency.
Other than currency, yeah.
Manufacturing, electronics, dentistry, aerospace coatings.
Mm-hmm.
Gold is high conductivity, corrosion resistant, biocompatible.
Mm-hmm.
There are not too many minerals in the world with those three attributes all in one.
Top tier mineral, I told you.
Okay,
that's what it is.
But
I get what you. I don't have the answer to that question.
It's in computers and shit. But way back then, these niggas still didn't have no computer, but they had a piece of rock in their head. Like, you know what I mean? It does nothing.
It does.
It does a lot. It does a lot though. It didn't get us to where we in it. Gold was used as currency at one point. You know what I mean?
There's literal physical functions, and then there's other
like oil,
wealth protecting functions.
We know what oil does. It's doing something. It's actually doing. It's doing something. You know, water's doing something.
So do you ask that same question about oil and water though? Are they valued at what
gold just sitting there?
Oil is too until it's used. Until it's put into
oil
something.
is more valuable than gold is.
No, the fuck.
Oh, man, this nigga got it.
It's doing something. It's in everything.
Man,
oil is in everything.
Hey man,
it's in everything. It's in plastic. It's in every vehicle. It's in computer. It's in everything.
Hey, over here,
plastic bottle you drinking clean water is made out of oil.
My boy said over here, it's a restaurant that makes gold hamburgers that actually. Let me see. I can't. My screen.
Gold hamburger look nasty.
Man, that shit that people actually eat. Man, that ain't. But yeah, but
They said that for your last year.
I went there eat it. That's just taking it to a different level, though. You know what I'm saying? But however, though, you know what I'm saying, man. Keeping money in the community. You know what I'm saying?
My special rant.
But imagine like us supporting like our own black businesses, you know, group economics, you know, collaboration, actually teaming up with people that's doing like-minded things that you do. Where we would get back to, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of that be coming with pride and ego too, and greed, you know what I'm saying? We don't be really want to reach out and like, you know, you might get 50 cars that you can possibly do this month, but you gonna work your back until your head walking around here like you walking with a cane, opposed to telling your boy Tyrone, hey man, you can take 10 of these cars, man, and just give me 20% off on them, or 40%, 30%, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So how do we get to that mindset as business and entrepreneur people? Like, how do we get to that mindset, man? Of collaborating with each other, you know what I'm saying, with business people that's like-minded. How do we get there? Group economics, things like that. How do we get to those places?
I mean, shit, bro. Like, once we can probably talk the value of differing opinions and abilities and talents until we blue in the face. Until we take a chance on each other,
face, baby,
and try to undo some of this fucked up doing that these motherfucking white folks have done to us all these years.
Mm-hmm.
This shit just gonna stay the same.
Hey, and then we gotta
trust each other and try, man.
Yeah, them two of the biggest leads right there. Trust each other and try. And I know it's hard though. And also we got to get at the overspending, the no budgeting, the living for today only method too. You know what I'm saying? We got to save some, invest in some, and learn some too. Like, not be scared to take them chances. I ain't gonna lie. Like stocks and stuff like that, I'm invested in one and I look at it here and there, but like my patience ain't built to be just, you know, in it. You know what I'm saying? But maybe it's because I haven't studied enough to understand how it'll benefit me. You know what I'm saying? But
man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, small change. Hey, small change.
Just look, bro.
Just grind it out.
Somebody, bro. Just pay somebody. I'm telling you, bro. That stock market, bro. When you get into derivatives and shorting and all this shit, man.
I'm making small changes, man, and getting big results, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point and the thing, this conversation tonight. It ain't we know we ain't gonna snap out of this shit. It's been 400 years and we still ain't, you know what I mean? Come on, man, we still stuck in the matrix. Like my boy say, like, dude from me, man, you stuck in the matrix. We still doing this going around and reviving though. Ain't nobody figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting money, ain't nobody helping each other. Like, for real though. Stuck in the matrix. Stuck. Man, I ain't gonna let that person, man, I ain't gonna let that person because of this, you know what I'm saying? But it's build with who build with you, invest in who invest with you. And like I said, we gotta take chances. Like sometimes, you know, our culture make it hard to take them chances though, for real. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's even with me. Like I say myself, when I have a detail or something, I pride myself in saying that if I said I was gonna be there at this time, even if I had to push back time and I told you that I'm gonna get there at this time, I'm gonna try to get there way earlier than it, just to save the face. You know what I'm saying? Just to represent my company the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes, you know, building.
And you represent the culture too, man. They blame all of us for all of every fucking thing.
I know. And that's why people be so skeptical about certain things when they come to dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing about some of the black-owned business, like the food spots and shit like that, you need to stop buying Cadillac Escalades and start putting that money back into your business to make it look more professional. There shouldn't be no reason why your fish and chicken spot don't look like a McDonald's. But you're not going to invest there. You're going to keep that rundown looking shack look and pass it down 3 generations and still don't make it look like nothing.
Man.
You know, you
know
just
what I
described.
mean?
That's him describing the difference between a hustler and a businessman.
True.
Because a businessman ain't got to be told, "Hey, motherfucker, don't go buy this $70,000 SUV. Go try and buy this $30,000 fryer, so that you got about double the capacity that you had yesterday."
But look, again, take that back to this. That's how we celebrate as a culture, though. As a culture, that's what make you feel good about coming up. Oh man, I can go buy this chain, or I can go buy that car, or I can go buy this house, or design a shirt, or whatever it may be. So in closing, getting to like, you know, the things that we used to have, and we done went from the foundation of it to where we possibly need to be now. But you got to think about it, bro. Like, we have way more assets now than we ever had before.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is when I'm saying like the technical world, like online businesses, content creation, like our natural abilities. We have platforms to prosper off of it. Investing in apps, information everywhere. So now it's really kind of harder to make an excuse to not have something going, or at least to be going in some type of direction to where you can capitalize and get where you need to be. So,
AI got it?
He said we get
AI.
Fucking AI.
Fucking AI. You got fucking AI. AI.
For real.
AI. You can ask AI to write you a motherfucking business plan. That bitch will write you a business plan.
Flat out, and all you got to do is execute it. So we may not have started out in it with the advantage, but now we have the tools that we need to take advantage. You see what I'm saying? We just got to understand it and utilize it to our benefit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's all I got for tonight. I don't know, you know, today, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait till tomorrow. Start today. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you invested in, time into business, you know what I'm saying? Just fix your credit, start your business. Don't wait. Don't let nobody make you feel that you got to have everything before you kick it off. Get that going. Open that account that you want to open. You know what I'm saying? Learn something new. Like, don't be scared to take the chances and the risk that it take to be into the ownership, you know what I'm saying, and not go to the job. You know what I'm saying? Also, we need y'all to like, subscribe. I mean, I said subscribe. Like, subscribe, sure. Get the content out there. You can also support us by putting this tick up right here that y'all can support us at that. So that PayPal, that Cash App, you know what I'm saying, that H.O.G brand, H.O.G the brand website is where you can support us at, you know what I'm saying? We do go out like we came in, man.
Hey.
What up?
I had to say that you have to have a hustler's mentality to be a businessman.
You stole it.
He said you stole it.
You stole it.
That's a fact, though. You do gotta have a hustler's mentality.
Cause I was damn so gonna say, learn how to be a hustler and a businessman.
Right. Man, look, going forward, man, I wanna give some things. I wanna end the show in different ways, you know what I'm saying? Like, just basically saying one thing that you might be thankful for this week or on tonight's show or whatever. And mine to be tonight is just to have the will to want to learn and keep going. You feel what I'm saying? Always being a student. Even though I know I can lead and I can do different things, I'm always willing to learn, you know what I'm saying, to help myself be a better person. What's one for you, Gatti?
Explain what I need to respond to again.
Listen. That's what you need to do.
I got it already.
Nah, just one thing you thankful for, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thankful for waking up every day and still having the power to hit that gas. I'm thankful for a guy waking me up and still, and having that right state of mind to be able to wake up and just be going right at it, trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for clear. a good state of mind. Most people, people have strokes, and I'm thankful for that just being a thing for me every day.
For sure. I said one thing, he said three things, but it's all good though. We love you, man. What's up with it, Lee? What you thankful for this week, today, tonight?
I'm thankful for understanding. Yeah, understanding.
Okay, that's what's up. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to understand that y'all need to go back and hit that rewind button and get all this good content that was just dropped about what was it? Finances, business, and what else? Wealth and a black culture. You've been tuned into the H.O.G Podcast show. I'm your boy Cheddar, and we going out prayed up.
Papered up.
Hold up, man.
Out of there.
What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? I said pray on paper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray on paper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray on paper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray on paper, they no pole, that's a move. You know auntie mama thumbing up, it's H.O.G, we coming up. They like, subscribe and share, and it's about time we run these numbers up. Ain't nobody coming with the topics and the fly hit. They been trying to duplicate the show, I guess they in they feeling. We don't care, impact over license, how we do it here. Come and get some gamers internationally spitting here. Minnesota and the Kansas, we got ties in Germany. Guests from Pakistan and Singapore, they rock with H.O.G. Like, subscribe.